Hey guys, personal defense. I'm here with my Smith & Wesson M&P15 Sport AR-15. Kind of wanted to do an update on this. I still see on like the forums and stuff this thing kind of getting mixed reviews, and the people who seem to think negatively about it are the people that don't own it. I haven't seen someone who owns one who has given it a negative review yet. Everyone seems like nobody can really get over the fact that it doesn't have the forward assist and it doesn't have a dust cover. And other than that, it's your basic AR-15. If you really, really wanted to, you could buy a whole new upper, and boom, you're good to go. Except for the trigger guard, which is forged in here. But whatever. So I just kind of wanted to do an update just to kind of give people some confidence in purchasing one of these if they've been thinking about it. But all the negative comments about it have been steering them away from it. I have probably, I'm going to say about 1,500 to 1,800 rounds through this. I'm not real sure. I bought a 500 rounds, and that's all gone. And I had 200 rounds, so that's 700. I think I got about 1,500 through this. Haven't had one problem, not at all. And I bought a ton of this stuff here. This is a Hornady Steel Match. It was really, really cheap on Cheaper Than Dirt. It's a hollow point and steel casing. It's real light. I think it was like $11 for a box of 50. It was really, really cheap. But I've been firing this, and I haven't had any problems with it. I was kind of worried about it. Every once in a while I'll see like a weird spark or something coming out of it, but it's actually been pretty decently accurate, and haven't had any trouble with it. So I think I bought like 500 or 600 rounds of that, and that's all gone. So haven't really had any trouble with that. I've also added a couple things to the M&P15 Sport, so I kind of want to go over those too. Okay, so obviously there's no magazine, and there's nothing in the chamber there. Alright. I also got this Magpul single point sling plate here, and it's ambidextrous, so it'll go on either side there. You can see that. And I got a Blackhawk single point sling. I like the single point slings. I know some people don't care for them, but I also got the UTG rail system up here, the free floating rail system, and it came with 12 of these little rubber rail covers or rail guards. I'm not sure what you call them, covers or guards. So I got it all on this one side here. I got the Magpul slant grip. I don't really like the vertical one, so I went for the Magpul slant one. I like it. It's a little more ergonomic, and it doesn't look... I don't really like the look of the vertical one. On the other side of the rail, I added this, I think it was called a Tac Star. Something. It was cheap on Amazon. This flashlight here, and it has a pressure switch, which I ran through here, up into there, and it's Velcroed on right there. And you can see it's a pressure switch, like I said. So when you're holding it, you can hold it like that when you're firing, or if you're in the dark, you can hold it like that and light it up. Now the rail and the light and the slant grip added quite a bit of weight. It feels a lot heavier, but it doesn't really matter. I like it, and I think it's going to be useful if I ever have to use it at night or something. Still got the front sight on here, barrel, and the flash hider. I was thinking about buying a new one. Haven't really found one that I like. I saw one at a gun show. It had some spikes on it. It was like a breacher one, but I think it was like $190, and I just can't see myself spending $190 on that. Right now, I have the iron sights on it still, and I'll tell you why here in a second. As far as magazines, in case you're wondering, it came with the PMag, and I ended up buying 2 more PMags, the 5.56 ones. I like these. I think they're cool. They're nice and light. I like the dust covers. I think they're cool, and I think they look good in the gun. Also, I picked up 2 of your basic style AR-15 magazines at a gun show. This one actually is a Colt, I was noticing. I like the way those look into the gray ones. So I got gray instead of black. I like the way that looks. So I have a total of 5 magazines for it. So this was sent to me to try out. It's an NC Star Mark III Tactical scope / red dot to put on the my AR, and the scope is great. It's an illuminated scope. I'll try and just briefly show it. It's got a quick release here for the rail on top, and it's illuminated. Let me see if I can. So there you can see it illuminates green, or it illuminates red. I'm not really sure the purpose of the illumination, but it does do it, so that's cool. Also, it has this adjustment here. If you sight it in at 100 yards, this says 1 right there, and it automatically adjusts. You click that for 200 yards, 300 yards, 400 yards, and also this is a 9x. It's got a 9x zoom. So you twist that, you can zoom in. Pretty cool scope. It came with this red dot mounted on the top there like that, and this is a holographic red dot. And this thing is crap. Number one, I think because of how. Let's see if I can see the dot there. There we go. Because of how high it is up on the scope, it's almost impossible to zero in. I mean, it's cool. It's a little red dot, and it looks alright up there, but because it's up there, it's impossible to use. And I read a review where they said to tilt this at a 45-degree angle, but I mean, really, who wants to do that?
It's pretty dead on now.
Nice.
You want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
There's one to the right over here somewhere. Do you see him?
Yeah. I wasn't even close, huh?
No, not at all. I don't know where the hell that went. So yeah, the scope from NC Star, the Mark III Tactical 9X, it's actually pretty good. I think this whole combo here sells for I think it's $94. I think is what they asked for this. But yeah, the red dot is garbage. So I don't know how much the scope is by itself, but you know, probably what, $60, $70, something like that. It's probably worth it. It's a pretty good scope. Red dot, like I said, is trash. I'm gonna keep it off of the my AR. Maybe if we go like long distance shooting or something, I'll put it on. But I took it to the range and I had it just like this, and you know, the scope I can hit just fine, but with the red dot I couldn't even hit anything, and that kind of scared me. So I put the iron sights back on. I like the iron sights; they're accurate, and just gonna keep it like that for a while. So that was the update on this. Like I said, no issues whatsoever. You know, I invite as much dust as wants to get in there as possible and try and screw it up, but I haven't had any problems. So M&P15 Sport, I think, is a great buy. Don't be scared. Thanks for watching.